Good morning, Stampers. Happy Friday. Welcome to this week's Facebook Live. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada, and every Friday I go live with a crafty project. And today we are going to create an alternate using this month's Paper Pumpkin kit, which is called Sunshine and Smiles. So this is the February 2023 Paper Pumpkin kit. And okay, I'm just waiting for my iPad. It's chosen this opportunity to update my Facebook app. So we'll just give it a minute. Hopefully it will update quickly. All right, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit for those of you who may not be aware. Everything that you need to create whatever that month's project is comes in the box. The only thing that you might need to add is maybe some scissors. So this month we got the supplies pre-cut, scored, just ready to assemble. The supplies to create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs, which I'll share with you in a moment. So every month it's something just a little bit different. It's usually cards, but sometimes there's 3D projects or tags or something during the holidays. And then it's got like photo instructions. They're meant to be quick and easy projects that you could kind of put together in like half an hour or so, half an hour to an hour. You can see here that they come with die cut elements. This particular one had a little set of dies that coordinates with the stamp set. There is a stamp set that is exclusive. The only way that you can get this stamp set is by being a subscriber or purchasing a kit. So this month, this is the cute little stamp set. So there's a sun, there's the inside of the kite that you can stamp on here. There's a few greetings, there's some flowers and an adorable little frog. The greetings say, hello, wishing you sunshine and smiles, friends in any kind of weather, and you brighten my day. And then, excuse me, if there are embellishments that are meant to go with that kit, you get those. So this month we got these Flirty Flamingo and Balmy Blue embellishments. You usually get dimensionals and mini glue dots, which we'll keep out. We're gonna keep these dies out. The stamp set, you get an ink spot. This month it's Mango Melody. And then, like I said, the bits and pieces to create the cards. So this month, it coordinates with a collection from our mini catalog. So from the January to April mini catalog, which I'll share with you in a minute. I'm just gonna check my, oh, I think we're good now. Okay, just bear with me for just a second. I'm going to, here we go. All right. Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Leanne. Oh, are you headed out? Where are you going, Leanne? She's heading out of town. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I think I've got all the pieces that I need. Okay, before we go into the suite that coordinates, I wanted to share something. I want to share a closer look at the cards, and I want to share an idea with you. Okay, so first of all, here's a look at the 3 cards. So all of the cards are kind of like peekaboo cards or window cards, where you've got like this fun little window that peeks through to the inside. Here's another one with a rainbow on the inside. And then another one with kind of like a scene in the back. But what I found when you look at these, like where are you supposed to write your message? Like you'd have to write it kind of around the edges. So I thought they weren't super practical. As cute as they are, they're super cute, but they weren't super practical. So what I did was I added dimensionals here and stuck them together. So this is actually not a card that you flip open. And then I added a white layer to the back so that you can actually write a message on there. All right, but you still get the cuteness from the front. So I did that for these 2. But if you wanted a card that opened up, what you could do is you could take a white card base, just fold it in half, use your dimensionals. Let me grab my dimensionals here and I'll share. Okay, so just put a few dimensionals on here. Because if I'm gonna make a card, I want it to be practical. Like I wanna be able to write on there. And I mean, I guess you could write on the back of this, but you've got this big hole in the middle. It doesn't allow you a ton of space. So I'm gonna put dimensionals on, just close it up. And then if you take a white card base, add adhesive to the back of this, and then just stick it right onto the card base, then you've got an inside flap. But the reason why I decided to add a white layer on the back is because it's patterned on the back. I didn't want to cover that whole thing up. So this way you still get a little peek at the pattern in behind. Okay, so there's an idea for you if you like to have a little bit more space to write a message. But I mean, they're super adorable cards. Really, really cute. All right, so let's set those aside. I'll pop those over there. Okay, and then like I said, it coordinates with, I've got so much stuff on my desk here. Okay, it coordinates with a collection from the mini catalog that is called Rain or Shine. And it's got a bundle. It's called the Plain in the Rain bundle. I've got the dies here somewhere. So the colors coordinate with it. And then you can see some of the floral images, some of the imagery is the same. The design idea is kind of the same, like the design style is the same. So they work really, really well together. And then it's got this beautiful patterned paper. So I'm working with this collection. I've been working with it a lot actually, because I've got a virtual class coming up in March using this collection of products. So I've got lots of bits and pieces left here, but I do have some full sheets. So this is a specialty paper. I'm not sure how, oh yeah, you can kind of see that shimmer. So it's got like this white shimmer on one side of all of the patterns. And then look at the back. So that is one of the patterns. Here is another one. And so this one, some of the raindrops have that shimmer to it. Like it is absolutely beautiful paper. That one and this one, look how cute these images are. So these images, if you want to cut them out, they don't have dies that coordinate with these ones. These ones you do need to fussy cut, but there is another sheet where there are dies. Look at this one, I love this one. And the back. The thing with this one is I love both sides of this one. And then we've got this one. So this is the one where the dies coordinate. So there's a die for the bunny, the fox, and the turtle. So you can die cut those. So the great thing about this is if you have the DSP and the dies, you actually don't even need the stamp set. Although I love to color, so I had lots of fun coloring in these images. And then of course you've got the dies that add on, like they've got some butterflies, the kite, the trunk, you've got some grass, and then you've got the images that coordinate with the stamps as well, or the dies that coordinate with the stamps as well. All right, so that is in the mini catalog. Unfortunately, at the moment, the Plain in the Rain dies are on back order. So those are due in, I think it was towards the end of March, if I remember correctly. So just to give you a heads up. But the paper, the stamp set, and the cute little daisy elements that are part of that, loose daisies are part of that collection, are all available. All right, so today we are going to take this paper pumpkin kit and we're going to scrapbook with it. So I'm gonna create a layout, and my layout is going to be for three 3x3 photos. So I just cut a piece of laser copy paper, just white, 3x3. Those indicate my photos, and then I've matted them on a piece of black cardstock. So they're gonna go down the side. And then I've got a white card base. Now, if you wanna recreate this layout and you don't have this month's paper pumpkin kit, if you are a subscriber and you put this month on hold, the refill kit is available. I believe it's $14.50. You get everything except the Stampin' Spot and the stamp set. So you do get all the consumable supplies, which we're using lots of today. Or you can recreate this layout using other products. You could use that Rain or Shine suite. You could use any kind of cutesy little products that you have, okay? Okay, so now I've pre-done some things here. Let me share what I've done. So I've taken, grab these things. Okay. So I've grabbed one of each of the card bases and I cut off the front. And these I'm going to use for something else. I have a plan for these. I'm going to use over in my membership group, which is where we're using this collection next month. I'm going to create an alternate project, actually a second page to a page that they're getting as part of their class. And so I wanted to save these and use those, but the back sides or the back of the card, I cut that out or cut that off. And what I did was, I'm running out of room to put these things here. I used another new die set, which is one of my favorites. I love die sets like this where they can be used for anything. So this is called the Something Fancy dies. There is a stamp set that goes with this. It's all greetings. But one of the things that I love about this die set is that this can be used for anything or with anything. They're basically just label shapes or tag shapes, and then a few little things to make them fancy. So I've used these two here, and I die cut some tags. So I used the largest one. So here you can see this one here is the inside of an envelope. So I opened that up and cut that out. And then this is the back side of that rainbow. Let's see, I've got more here. We're gonna use lots of these tags. This is just a piece of Melamambo cardstock. So here's another one because you can fit 2 of these tags on a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4 or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And this is the back of the mango card. And then I've got 2 more. So here again, this is another piece of envelope, and then this is Flirty Flamingo. So I cut both sizes of the tag. So I'm going to layer these on top of each other. And then I used my layering diorama. Is that what it's called? Let's see. Layering diorama. So this shape that's in the similar shape. So I die cut one of those, and this is from the mango one as well. So we're gonna have a little pond on our layout. All right, so this is kind of the layout and how it's gonna go. I also have these bits and pieces. I have this handy. I have my stamp set. I've got the coordinating dies, and I've got some Stampin' Blends in case I decide to stamp and color in. I've also got the Alphabet a la Mode dies. If you guys are scrapbookers, well, even if you're card makers, this is a die set that everybody needs in their collection. I absolutely love this, especially for scrapbooking, but it's also a great die set for card making because you can fit some lengthy words on a card using this die set because the letters are so tall and narrow. I just love it so much. And then I've also pulled out the Alphabet stamp set. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Sandy, welcome. All right, so now what do I do here? Okay, I think maybe what we'll do is we will start by, let's put this down. Okay, so we are scrapbooking with the Sunshine and Smiles Paper Pumpkin Kit today. All right, so I'm gonna stick this down. And some of these I might want to pop up, so I'm not gonna stick these down just yet. I think this one I will. This one I'm gonna pop up using dimensionals. So this is just Flirty Flamingo on Flirty Flamingo cut with those 2 tag shapes from the Something Fancy dies. Just gives it a bit of dimension. And then we've got this piece. Let's see. I think we might pop this one up as well. Yeah, let's pop this one up. Well, I guess we can't really stick it down just yet, can we? It is going to overlap over top of this one. So I might have to just wait until I decide what to do. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do, my title is going to take up a fair bit of space. It's going to be You Brighten My Day, and I wanted to use a combination of this stamp and some dies and the alphabet set. So I went ahead and I die cut the word brighten from the Alphabet Ella Mode dies. So, and this is going to go right across. And with this die set, if you have this die set and you do not have adhesive sheets, you need to make sure that you have adhesive sheets. You'll see when I go to stick these down why you need adhesive sheets. All right, so that's going to go across like this. And I'm going to line up the end. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick this middle row down. I'm going to grab my T-square. Just hang on a sec. Okay, so I want these pieces to be, or these bits to be straight. So I'm going to use my T-square to make sure. So, and because I'm putting my alphabet set, or my title, my alphabet, my title on top of these two, I'm going to make sure that these two are flat. So these two won't be popped up. The rest I'll hold off and I'll position those. Once I decide how I'm going to decorate them, then I will decide. Let's see here. Just want to try to figure out my positioning. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now, because these alphabets dies are so narrow, using multi-purpose glue just makes a big mess because it seeps out. So if you use adhesive sheets, then it turns them into stickers, which makes it so much easier to adhere them. It's just, there's no mess. Okay. So I'll just stick these on here. Like this. Thing with doing this live is I can't speed it up for you guys. You kind of have to watch me do all of the steps, right? So how many of you have this month's Paper Pumpkin kit? Oh, I need to move that down a little bit. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome. Happy Friday. Oh, Sandy has it. Have you played with it yet, Sandy? So those of you guys who have Paper Pumpkin, do you usually make all the projects as they're intended? Or do you like to look for alternates? Do you scrapbook with it? What do you do with your Paper Pumpkin kits? Good morning, Kim. All right. I think that looks pretty straight. All right, now we're just gonna keep going on the title here. That's true, right, Kim? It depends on the kit. Okay, so this says You Brighten My Day. So I want to stamp the U right above the B here. And I'm going to do it in black. I'm going to grab my black Stampin' Write marker. Oh, Patty scrapbooks with hers. That's awesome. I love using our kits for scrapbooking. So I'm using my black Stampin' Write marker just to ink up the word you. I'll give it a huff and stamp it down. And then I'm going to clean it. And just set it aside for a minute, because what I want to do, oh, we're stuck down here. How are we stuck down? Don't want to be stuck down just yet. Okay, so for the word day, I think I'm going to use this, but I want to see if it will fit nicely in here. I guess I could move this down. It doesn't have to be up here. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let's find our D, A, and Y. All right, so I do want it to be up a little higher. So I think this is available as a bundle. So there's a punch that coordinates with it. So I'm gonna grab that punch so that I can overlap this tag right here. So I'm gonna go grab that. And we will use some white cardstock, and I guess we need a block. And I'm gonna use I pulled out these 3 ink colors, but I don't want to use Flirty Flamingo, because Flirty Flamingo, we've got quite a bit of Flirty Flamingo here. I don't want to use yellow because we've got mango here. I don't want to use black. I think I'm going to grab my Old Olive and use Old Olive. All right. I do want to stamp a border. So I'm going to use this. This is probably the one I use most often. And we'll stamp the border in black. And I always stamp an extra one just in case I mess up. And then we can clean this. Pop it back in here. Okay. And then D. So does anybody have any plans this weekend? My husband and I are gonna go see, I think it's called 80 for Brady. He's a huge football fan and loves Tom Brady. So we're gonna go see that movie, I think. And then I think the majority of the weekend will be spent we've got to finish planning, book some hotels and stuff for our upcoming trip. So might spend some time doing that this weekend. All right, now punch. Oh, did you go see it? Was it good? Good. Oh, that sounds fun. Broadway play. All right, and we could pop these up using shoveling snow. Yeah. All right, let's use, where are my other dimensionals? Where are my big ones? Oh, here they are. All right, so once we've done our title, then we can move on to the fun part, which is embellishing. Okay, so you brighten day, we need the word my. So I'm going to rotate, actually, yes, I am going to rotate it and use my marker again and just ink up the word my on here. So one of the reasons why I rotated it is because I already stuck these down and they have dimensionals on them. So if I did it this way, it wouldn't have stamped very well. If I hadn't stuck those down, then I might have put it that way. But I also like to have some variation in my titles. So not only a variety of fonts, so like this one and then the Scripty font and then this one, but I like different sizes and I also like going in different directions as well. So I think it just adds a little bit more interest. All right, so our title is done. Now, let's see what we've got to embellish here. So first I'm gonna go with this. So this is one of the die cut sheets that is from the kit. And I think I'm gonna do some grass. Like this is a long piece of grass. If I did this, it's too high. So I think I'm gonna start here. Put that there. I do have from the stamp set, I did stamp the sun. And I think I'm gonna put the sun up here and we'll probably pop that up using dimensionals. Yeah, isn't that a fun title? I got it right from the stamp set, but I think it's a great title because really you can put any kind of photos in here, right? Like it could be a photo of your pet, it can be a photo of your kids, it can be something that, anything that you love, right? That makes you happy, you can put in there. All right, so we're gonna put that on there. I haven't stuck it down yet. We've got some clouds here. Maybe we'll put some clouds kind of up here. Or maybe we'll move them down just because we want kind of a different, stagger the heights just a little bit. Or we could do it over here. So I'm always trying to look at where the position of something. So because I've got something that's popped up here, if I put the clouds here, then we've got kind of a lot going on in this row. Whereas, and same with going across like this. So whereas here, I've got it going like that. So I think it just makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, we can pop this up. Pop this on here. Like that, and then I'll just trim around because there's rounded corners on this. I want to keep those rounded corners. Yeah, creative Sudoku, that's right. All right. Okay, now what? Let's see here. Okay, so if we look at the dies that coordinate with the stamp set, oh, they're over here. I was looking at this and so this looks like a little pond and then there's these grass bits. So I die cut some of these. I've got 3 of them, I think. So I'm thinking we'll add some weeds or something to our lake. And then there is this piece here, which is meant to be a puddle, but I thought it would serve the purpose of being like a lily pad. So I cut a couple of those, and then in the stamp set, there is this adorable little frog. It's the same frog as this. Let's see here. So we can stamp him and color him in. So I do have some scraps of white here. And I'm gonna color him in using Memento ink. So I'm gonna stamp, or color him in using Stampin' Blend, sorry. So I'm going to stamp him with Memento. And then we'll color him in using a combination of Granny Apple Green and Mossy Meadow. Just gonna slide this out of the way. So his belly is going to be a darker green. So I'll add a little bit of dark Mossy Meadow, fill in the rest with light Mossy Meadow. And then color the rest of him in using Granny Apple Green. I know, all the little details, right? Like you could just, this is my favorite part of scrapbooking. Oh, let's use the other side. Is just dressing up the layouts. I mean, scrapbooking for me, I do it for lots of different reasons, but as a creative outlet is definitely one of my favorites. And it serves the purpose of, you know, recording our memories, and I don't know, it's just so fun. So I'm happy to spend time on a layout. I don't need it to be super quick and easy. Yes, at times that's nice. If I'm working on a project and I have a goal in mind, I need to get something finished, but for the most part, I do it because I love to do it, and I will dress up. I'll just keep adding to my layouts. All right, so there we've got our cute little frog. Good morning, Shauna. And then we've got the coordinating dies that we could add on. That will cut that out. So I've gone ahead and I've done that. I've got a couple of those that I've stamped and die cut. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and start. We're gonna work on this guy first. So let's put these two tags down. Where's my T-square? Make sure that they're straight. Okay, we're gonna pop this guy down first. We'll put it flat because remember I popped up that second tag on this. So this already has a little bit that's popped up. And I'm gonna line it up with this middle tag that we've already stuck down. I think that looks about right. And I'm thinking I should pop this down first. Figure out the spacing here. Okay, we'll go about there. And we can do this one, and then we'll work on our little pond. Oh, I'm loving it so far. Okay, so let's move these guys off. We can pop this down. Now this particular one, it kind of overlaps where my photo is gonna go. So I'm not gonna peel off the backing on this. I'll wait until I decide what photos I'm gonna add on here, and then I'll tuck my photos in underneath, and then I can peel it off. Oh, I must have stuck this on. Let's just grab another one. Okay. All right, about there. And then let's see how we want these. Before I stick them down, I'm just gonna try my positioning and see. I love how this little frog is looking up. Like seriously, how cute is that? All right, and then there are these little flowers on here. There are also some flowers that you can stamp and color in. I am going to just separate these. Maybe I'll do 2. I know the little frog is adorable, isn't it? And just clean this one up. Use this individual one as well. Maybe pop this over here. I don't know if I like it with the flowers. Maybe I'll add my flowers up here instead. I think we might just keep this like this, but I do want to add a little bit of detail to this. So I'll be right back here. Okay, I probably should have done this before I added dimensionals. What I want to do is I need a scrap piece of paper here. This will work. Okay. All right. I just wanted to test my blue marker to see how well it worked. And I'm just going to add some ripples to the water. And if I look through my stamp sets, I probably have a stamp set that would do this for me. So let me bring that up a little closer so you guys can see it. Just a cute little added detail. It felt a little plain. All right, now we can go ahead and adhere. I'll grab my multi-purpose glue. Do one over here. Then we can add our lily pads. And then the frogs are going to get popped up using dimensionals. Oops. Oh my gosh, my fingers must be sticky. So cute, love it. All right, now, oh, look at this. I got a little dot of glue here. Okay, I'll have to come in with my adhesive eraser when that dries. All right, let's go ahead and adhere these guys. So I want them probably about here. Okay, I'm trying to think what, I want to pop one of them up These two would be popped up, maybe this one. Okay, this guy will pop up using some dimensionals. And I want to add a kite and some more little critters as well. Oh, thank you for sharing, Shauna. All right, that's gonna go up there. And our clouds are gonna go here. So I think I'm gonna put one on flat, one popped up. I'll do it there. All right, it's coming along. Okay, I'm not sure about these flowers here. Let's see what critters we have. We have, oh, this turtle is so cute. This bunny is cute. We could do the bunny here holding the kite. I'm not sure about the rest. Let's start with this. I would do the little chick, except the chick is looking in the wrong direction. So we'll stick with the bunny. Now in the stamp set, there is something so that you can stamp some color on the kite. And I'm gonna use some Flirty Flamingo. Yay! I'm so excited, Darlene. She said I've inspired her to start scrapbooking. All right, that makes me so excited. You know, scrapbooking is just, I love scrapbooking so much. So I'm happy to hear that you are interested in giving it a try. Let's hope that's lined up. All right, perfect. Oh, that's awesome, Lorraine. All right. Oh, look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. You know what would be even cuter is in this die set, there are these 3 little bows. We're gonna cut some bows and put those on there because I think that would be super cute. It would just be a nice little added detail. Let's pop this up first. And let's see, do we want to do it maybe a little closer to this side? Just again, because we've got these two, or maybe in the middle, maybe in the middle. And then this guy is gonna get popped up. Okay. Do we want to add the flowers on here? Oh, it feels like too much. All right. Okay, so I want to die cut these. What color do I want to do them in? Let's see what scraps I've got here. I've got scrap of Balmy Blue. I've got black. I don't want to do black. I've got a scrap of Flirty Flamingo. I don't want to do Flirty Flamingo because the kite is Flirty Flamingo, but I do have this scrap piece. We could use an edge here. Let's do this. Have a great weekend, Leanne. Aw, you're so kind, Shauna. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my mini machine. Actually, this is the perfect time. This reminds me to remind you that celebration is almost over. So if you have not checked out the celebration offerings, or there are still some items on your wish list that you wanted to pick up before the end of celebration, it ends February 28th. And remember, there's only one celebration this year, so this will be your last opportunity to earn free product with your qualifying purchase. And also the last opportunity to pick up this fabulous Boho Blue mini machine by purchasing the starter kit. Okay, so I'll set those aside. And let's pop this back on the die set so we don't lose it. Oh my gosh, this is turning out so cute. I really like how this is turning out. Okay, so we're gonna we'll add one right here. It's kind of like ombre bows. Aha! So cute. Okay, let's see what other scraps I've got here. So I had these scraps as well. I was thinking to cut off that white. This might be cute, kind of. I love like doing little tuck-ins. Little tuck-ins are perfect for little scraps. Okay, we're gonna add that on there. Oops. Do I want to do both? Yes, we're gonna do both. That just brings in a little bit of color off to the right of our photos here. Okay, so this one would be really great for journaling. Maybe we can add some of our flowers to this one. And you don't need to decorate every single one of these. Oh yeah, I could add this little guy to the right-hand side. That's a good idea, Tracy. Okay, maybe right there. Might be cute. Okay, let me just sit that there. But I feel like the flowers, I don't know. I'm not sure about the flowers. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got this little turtle as well. But I do kind of like how there's three little critters here. If I add a fourth, it feels like it doesn't balance quite right. All right, I think we're gonna add this guy, and that'll be it for the little critters. But I do want to add some of the little dots. Okay, so I put these kind of to the right, just so that it's not overlapping my photos. That'll be so cute. Like if that little duckling is looking up at whatever's in that photo, that's gonna be super cute. All right, so I wanna add, I don't think I wanna add the raindrops, but I do wanna add some of these, and I do wanna add a little bit of black twine. So I've got this is a super fine, almost like a thread. And I want it to be a little bit lighter, so not quite as heavy as our baker's twine. So I'm gonna add, just double this up, tie a bow, shrink it down a little bit, trim it. Let's trim these ends, they're a little long. And I'm thinking maybe I add one there. Let's see. Try them in a couple different spots here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we'll add a little dot here. Add that on there. Little dot there. Plus that pulls in a little bit more black. Now I want to have a look at what other greetings here. Friends in any kind of weather, wishing you sunshine and smiles. I like the sunshine and smiles. So I'm going to need a block. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up just the sunshine and smiles and stamp it on this label. I'll do it in black. So I am using my Stampin' Write marker, which is a water-based marker. So you can use your water-based markers on your stamps. You cannot use your alcohol-based markers on your stamps. Off on that, stamp that down here. Bring back our layout. And I'm thinking this might be cute, kind of maybe on this, or we could do it up here too. Let's see. Oh, can't pick it up. I want to do it there. Let's attach this sun. Oh, I don't like that there. Let's add it on top here. Okay. Do I want to do, okay, do we want this here or do we want it down here? I'm thinking more down here. Here, here, up here. This feels a little too busy. I do kind of like how this is hanging off here. I think that's where we're going to do it. We're going to do it there, and I'm going to pop it up. All right, now we'll add our dots and then we will be done. Do some there, maybe a couple over here. I don't like this one here. We're gonna bring this back down here. All right, there we go. We're done. Oh, I love how this turned out. So I would do my journaling here. If I had more journaling to include, then maybe I'd do this one and this one. You could even add some journaling up here as well. You could also, if you had more journaling, you could pop your photos up using dimensionals and do a tuck-in tag if you wanted to. But look how cute that turned out. I love it. So fun. And using predominantly this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. I did throw in a few other products, but yeah, it just turned out so cute. So much potential with these paper pumpkin kits. All right, so a couple reminders before I go. You can still sign up for next month's virtual class to go, which features the Rain or Shine product collection or suite. So there's still an opportunity to sign up for that. I will pop a link in the description below for you. Celebration ends February 28th, which is just next week. Make sure that you have everything that you want from that brochure. Don't miss out. So many great products in there. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Have a fabulous weekend. That's funny, Tracy. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.